and I'm back from a slightly different location. Still kind of got the beige boring background going on, but you're just gonna have to put up with it. And I'm closer to camera, so I'm not entirely sure how that'll work out. Hopefully my head isn't being chopped off. I can't really tell. Don't have a viewfinder. I'll find out afterwards. But anyway, more package and pickups, and this time it's finally, after quite a gap, it's some package and pickups to the primary collection, to the Sega Master System set. I haven't been very active in picking up stuff because, well, down to the last few, you know, it gets hard to find them. But I've picked up a few. Well, I was going to say recently, well, one of them wasn't that recent, and figured it was about time to do a Master System update. For the first kind of year and a bit, that's what this channel seemed to be really based on, a Master System, you know, going after the Master System set, and then like for the last 6 months or so, not a thing. But we're back at it. All of these were pretty much online, as you'd expect. We'll go with the one that was bought separately. All three came to 25. There are so many easier ones to get, but anyway, you gotta knock them all off. When I say easier ones, I mean easier ones of the remaining. But anyway, first up is a great Volleyball. So, in pretty decent nick. I think this was 5 or 6 quid. It's all complete. Cartridge fell out, as these Master System cases are prone to do. But yeah, this completes the great series of sports games. You would think I would have had all the great games before now, but apparently not. Yeah, so you want to win the World Championship? Yeah, I do. Give it your best shot. Oh, I gotta give it my best. Gonna take teamwork. Gotta work in a team. Nerves of steel. Serve, spike, point for your side. Nice going. Ah, you're on your way. And that's it. That's how they describe this game and tell it to you. Apparently, it's actually might be the best of the great series of games, and probably the only volleyball game on a Master System. So if you want to play volleyball, this is your lot. I haven't tried it, to be fair, so it could be quite good. Might not be. But anyway, enough of that. On to others. Picked up 2. Now that one was eBay and had a picture. And the next 2 had no pictures, and normally I steer clear of those type of listings. After all, you just don't know what you're going to get. But I was kind of in the mood to push through with the collection. You know, I was kind of getting a bit tired of the last kind of, you know, 6, 7 or so games kind of hanging over me, and I kind of got into a bit of a, yeah, I'm going to finish this, or I'm going to get that list a bit down so I can move on to other collections. So I ordered up 2 things, took a chance. One of them was a bit pricey, came to about €18 or maybe just a little more delivered, and the other one was only about $1.50 or so. It was pretty cheap. Now we'll start with the cheapy one, because it is another sports title. Somehow in the last 7 or 8 games, 7 games was it? Yeah, I think it was down to 7. I happen to have multiple sports titles. What's that all about? But anyway, this one, it's not in the best condition at all, and I'll probably want to replace it. It is American Pro Football. I love the cover art. It makes it seem so comical. Splurp. Yeah, the cover's a bit faded. It's a bit dog-eared and torn and whatnot, and there's someone tried to remove a sticker and rip part of the cover. It's also missing the manual, which I wasn't sure, it wasn't mentioned, so as I said, I was taking a risk. That one didn't, you know, okay, have it in the collection. It's a somewhat uncommon game, but the price was okay. If I paid any more, I'd be disappointed. If someone has a spare manual or even a cheap copy, I'll probably replace this. But it'll do for now to knock that bloody number down. But the last game, now this one, it has eluded me, obviously. Otherwise I wouldn't have been after it now, would I? For, you know, pretty much since the get-go, I was after this title because it just sounded cool. I remember there's a picture of it on the Sega catalogue, and I thought, that looks awesome. And I even thought the name of the game sounded great. It just sounded interesting to me, at least as a kid. So it kind of did frustrate me that I just couldn't bloody find a game for so long. Or when I did, I thought, oh, I'll get it cheaper, I'll get it cheaper. And I remember about just after Christmas, there was a copy somewhere in Eastern Europe. It was in decent condition, and it's about 14 quid all in. And I was hemming and hawing over it because I'd seen it kind of start to creep up in value in auctions as well, and I decided to pass on it. Probably picked up something else at the time, I don't remember what, but I decided to kick myself after because all the copies were starting to just go up in value and just couldn't find anything. So in the end, I took a chance on this kind of no picture listing, and it worked out. So this one was probably, what was it, 16, 17, 18, I don't know, in around that region. So it's a bit more expensive than the one that I passed on, but thankfully it is in very nice condition, pretty much pristine. There's the old spine, or maybe it's the spine, maybe you can't see all this. It's Psychic World, I didn't say that, and it's nice and complete, in very good condition. So this one, yeah, knocked off the list, and definitely don't need to revise this. I love that artwork. You wouldn't being chased by these lizard head things and lion and fireballs. Yeah, people really don't like her. She also seems to be doing some sort of, Sonic Punch thing. But I just thought that that's all I had to pretty much go on, was that artwork and the name. I just thought, that sounds cool. I played it though on emulation, and to be honest, it's not. I couldn't get in. I couldn't figure out what I was doing. I couldn't quite get into it. And the screenshots at the back of the box, maybe this is the back. I think that looks pretty good. So I'm hoping that if I read the manual, it'll turn out to be a pretty good game after all. So yeah, that's 3 down. 3 of the, as I said, somewhat easier ones. Psychic World seems to have gotten a bit trickier to find recently. I've seen a few other people that are still stuck on that title too. So yeah, must be more uncommon than I thought. But that brings me down to 4 titles, including the Smurfs, which I'm not even really looking for that time, because you want the Smurfs, you can get it if you want to just, pony up 400 or 500 quid, but I'm not really, 50 quid is kind of where I want to draw the line for Master System games. But, I'm still good, got it under 5. I think there's a couple of tricky ones left in there, Buggy Run and Robocop. Well, Robocop shouldn't be that tricky. I've seen it on auction end for less than 20 quid, or between 20 and 30 several times, but I keep forgetting about the frickin' auctions. So I'm hoping the next time it comes up or whatever, I won't forget. Or I just miss out on forum postings, things like that as well. But anyway, yeah, maybe we can get it down to 2 by the end of the year, all going well. Oh, the other game I'm missing is Scramble Spirits. That one, a lot of buy it now is listed for around 10 to 15 quid. The auctions end really cheap, 2-3 quid, that type of thing. So I'm like, I don't really want to pay the buy it now price, so I'll hold out and hopefully get a cheap copy of that one. It's not that rare, so it shouldn't command that much monetary value, but I don't know. At the moment it seems to be a bit dry in terms of auction listings, so I have to keep my eye out. That's another thing, I haven't really been keeping my eye out too well. Anyway, rambling on now. Master System update. Good lord, who knew I'd do one of those again this year? Great to do it. Great to kind of see the collection starting to just edge that bit closer to the end. And if I get time, which is not likely in the immediate future, I might do a gameplay of Psychic World, because I think it sounds quite interesting. But anyway, hope you enjoyed, and as always, thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, and we'll see you again soon. Now, let's hope I can turn off the camera.